What is up, people? We're back with some more pro wrestling talking. Is this wrong? Is this BS, or am I misreading this? We know the dirt sheets got a lot of bullshit, man. Plain and simple, no other way to put it. It's become kind of out of hand as of late. Let me know if you agree with me, where it's just like they're reporting stuff to report it. They're missing important details on someone who pertinent details to someone who should be following the news in a detailed way, if you feel me. Now, they're talking about CM Punk was pulled from some European tour dates, but then in Raw, and they're throwing it out there like a big mystery. What happened with Punk? You see some of the fans talking about, oh, did Fragile Phil get injured again? Did he go off script? Because that's what I'm saying. They can't be talking about this Raw that just passed, right? He cut that brilliant promo on Cena, sticking it to the fans and to the worlds, the good guy Cena that we've always known, and making that heel turn, much like the infamous Hollywood Hulk Hogan turning on WCW, throwing away the red and yellow and becoming the heel bad guy leader of the NWO, which is one of the greatest heel turns there ever was. If WCW only knew when to let an angle gracefully bow out and just go about its business and kind of fade away, instead of bringing things back and repeatedly beating a dead horse with splits into two different factions, the red and black and the white and black, right? Then bringing them back together with the finger poke of doom, one of the biggest, just like hard to even mention angles ever that they did. And wasn't that supposed to be like the silver and black, or the Hollywood NWO 2000 or something like that? Or was that when fucking Jarrett came and they were the silver and black, the millennium version? It just got too much, man. And I swear, I wish WCW was still here. How great was the Monday Night Wars and everything they did, but the way they killed that angle was terrible, man. And we'll get to talk about Cena in a second. Hopefully they do this angle properly, as everyone you see is debating if this is going to be Cena's retirement when WrestleMania rolls around, the Cena Cody Rhodes angle, what The Rock's involvement will be, how often he'll be around. It's been great to see the Rock around, or if he's going to go beyond WrestleMania and push all the way until the new year. We'll have to wait and see. Everyone, make sure to comment and share your thoughts. But back to talking about Fragile Phil, some fans are calling him, if he is indeed injured again. I don't think so. Or CM Punk. Like, are they talking about next week? Because isn't he supposed to be in a steel cage with Seth Rollins next week, or what's going on? I don't know. Just these dirt sheets and the way they're doing it on social media with the pop-up ads and everything, it's getting to be a bit redonkulous. I don't know what to make of it all. If this is BS, or he's pulled for live dates, just house shows in the European tour, or there is a Raw that he's gonna miss, or I don't know. I'm a bit lost by it all. But comment with your thoughts about it all and the dirt sheets and what they become and everything. Let's talk about it in the comments. Now, getting back over to what we were talking about with the big news, the Cena heel champ heel turn. Everyone, let me know what you rated this on a, I don't know, 1 to 10 scale, as far as the way they did it at the PLE, the Rock being involved, and if he'll be involved in the future, and if that is detrimental to you on giving this angle the proper juice that it needs and all that, or what. And there's only so far you can go, like we were talking about with Hogan. He was reluctant to ditch the red and yellow and become the bad guy. They had Sting on deck as the next up if they couldn't work it all out. Sting was ready to go out there and do his job. Who we know, Sting, so great to see that he put a cap on his career, not with WWE, with AEW. They showed him the respect and everything that he deserves. If you guys recall, when he did that angle with WWE, when he got injured versus Seth Rollins back in, what was that, 2015, 16, somewhere in that time frame. He did a press conference saying that he was calling it quits, that he was going to hang it up or whatever. But he had that amazing run with AEW, and that will always be something that I think all pro wrestling fans will look back on. Like, that was greatness. That was the real way a legend is supposed to bow out and finish his career. But imagine what that would have been like if Sting ended up being the third man in the NWO. Obviously, we know his Stink, Jeff Farmer, whatever you want to call him, his NWO doppelganger, and that's pretty wild too, that over in Japan he had a big run with that character. You know what I mean? In the US of A, his character was pretty much a joke who got hung out to dry a lot out there, and he was the imposter Sting. That was it, nothing more, nothing less. Japan, he was the man. But it's just kind of interesting, with a lot of the coverage that we've seen nowadays, to just kind of ponder on what that would have been like had Sting been the third guy. But he wasn't. Hogan was. It was an iconic angle in pro wrestling. And here at 2025, the heel champ Cena, I gotta say, this is the next biggest heel turn since that heel turn, right? I mean, where it's earth-shattering news. Everyone's hearing it, even people who aren't pro wrestling fans. Like, I've had a couple of people who know I'm a wrestling fan, not as like to the degree the way that I used to be, but nonetheless, it shocked me to hear them talking about it. Like, oh, okay, that news is making it out into your world, in this blogosphere, internet era we live in, where there's kind of different news cycles and communities, sub-communities within the internet. This news has made it out of the wrestling community, which is huge, man. And with all that being said, Hogan shared his thoughts on it all. As in a recent interview, he was asked, obviously, like, again, you're the man, the biggest heel turn ever in pro wrestling after being one of the biggest faces of all time. Although in real life, isn't it crazy how Hogan seems to be a heel? People love to hate Hogan. He got exposed as a racist. A lot of people forgave him for that. Time WWE just ripped all affiliation of him away. Time went on, he came back, was embraced for a little while, but then more recently we've seen him getting booed like crazy. What do you guys think that's over? His political stuff, or the stuff that everyone's seeing out playing with his son? But man, what a complicated life the Hulkster has. Like, seriously, everything with his wife, with his kids, it's pretty crazy, man. But Hogan said it's one of the best heel turns I've seen in a long time. All the major players were involved. I can't say enough about The Rock too. He was incredible. They did it right, I'll tell you that. And he also spoke about, what I'm saying, what this Cena Cody Rhodes storyline is gonna look like, or what his thoughts on it. And everyone share yours as well. And again, is this top-notch pro wrestling content, creative storytelling that we're seeing right now as far as WWE goes? I've noticed a lot of people have had mixed reactions with the creative with WWE or AEW, right? But check it out. He says it's going to work as long as John wants to stay plugged in. I don't know his schedule or how many days he'll work, but he definitely has everyone's attention. Plus, The Rock is involved too. This could heat up more than anyone is expecting. It could be so hot that it's crazy, which will lead to a WrestleMania match you'll never forget. And I can't wait, man, as WrestleMania is just a little while away. Man, we're just only a month away now. I don't like this at all, man. I'm in midlife crisis mode, everyone. In April is my birth month, man. So I'm not too happy, too fond about the way the calendar keeps pushing on, you know what I'm saying? But there you have it. Hogan on the heel turn. Cena, is it the biggest since Hogan donned the black and white? He became Hollywood Hogan. Remember when he had that Jimi Hendrix theme? That was lit, man. But I want to add too here, what he's talking about The Rock. You heard him. He don't know what The Rock's schedule is looking like, what his involvement will be. I want to see more of The Rock involved in the storyline. You know, could we see a double cross or something like that? We'll have to wait and see. It's been cool to see The Rock around, but will he be around that much? Only time will tell. And then all this dirt sheet shit with CM Punk. What do you guys make of it all? Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe and stay tuned for more pro wrestling content over here. It's all about talking pro wrestling, new news, old stuff, everything in between with you guys, the fans. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.